Okay, looks like I am live. So I'm once again working on my own version of like Java and C Sharp, currently called Thorium, and been working on like the bytecode part of it. Um, um, so in this last stream, I was able to get integers working as well as variables. So you can, first of all, you can set what type of integer you want. This can be i32. So 32, and then you can also declare a variable here. We're declaring a variable called a that is of type i32, and then we can push values to the stack, and then yeah, we're setting the variable a with the first value on the stack, that which in this case would be 420, as this also pops the value from the stack, and then this would just put it back on the stack, and then here we just call main and we return. I can demonstrate this if I can find the right thing. Yeah, although wait, I need save and returning 420, because we put 420 here, we set it the variable here, and then we pop the value in this variable, so it would be 420. Anyways, today I want to add floating point numbers. Now, I won't lie, I don't know how floating point numbers work, but I don't think I have to. I think I can just rely on Rust to do all like the floating point stuff, and hopefully that doesn't cause issues. I think the only time it may cause issues is when we're doing instructions, which we might be able to get to this session. I'm not too sure. But anyways, I think we first need to. I don't think we need to change anything in. Okay, no, right. We need to add some things to the Lexa. F32 and F64. And then inside of here, F32 should just be equal to dot push token F32, and then, although wait, no, sorry, F64 tokens dot push F64. Wait, okay, typo. And I think that would be it on the tokenizer side. We just need to parse it in with the syntax tree, which means need to create new node values. F32 should just be an F32, and F64, which should just be again F64. I'm not sure if I'll add like the other variants of the floats, like F16 and F128. At least for now, I don't think I will. Okay, then you just need to copy this. And then voila. This should be fine on the tree part. We just need to do the parser, which it is in fact throwing me errors. So before that, I think, yeah, I first need to go here, which this, yeah, I could not tell you what this current code here does, but I do know that I need to add this here. I believe it's for the instruction part. This basically just tells it to kind of skip the instruction, or at least skip the type of the instruction. F2 True and token F F64. Eventually I should probably figure out a better way of doing this, but I'm too lazy to refactor now, and I don't think it's become too major of a problem. So at least for now, I think we are good. Now this is kinda where I think it gets quite hard, because this is where we start like parsing the things, and when parsing a string, we're going to need to take the integer token, a dot token, and another integer token. So if I can find where exactly do we parse for node value? Or do we even parse oh no. Wait, what? Wait. I think I might have done this in a bit of a stupid way. So after const would be like, yeah, and it's asking for this. Okay. Where else do I think this is at least where I only do it. So we need to change this, rather than when we have the next token and the next token is an integer, we need to match the second token type to be a no, not node type. Yeah, wait. Oh, right, because we already know the node type. So this should actually be far easier than I thought, as if we already know that it's going to be an F32, we can simply... Oh no, because we need to also get the second part. This is going to be a bit more complex than I thought. We need to say left underscore of point would just be equal to the current int we have here, and then we need to get the next thing. So we need to match for the next token, match tokens dot next dot unwrap, right? And we need to look for the token, what did I call it? Full stop token, full stop, yes. Which then means we need a match for the next token, and I really should maybe start factoring this out, because it seems like this is a common thing I'm doing, but again, I'll worry about that later. The next thing needs to be an integer with right hand side. And then, as if this isn't that, we need to be able to throw a collect all. Just do that. 2, 3. Since it's expected, what did I expect here? Yeah, expected dot found token, and here the what? Why is it complaining? Oh, I've got to match. Put this in a match thingamabob tokens dot next. unwrap, right, and then Control X. Oh gosh. And okay, looks like it needs just one more indent, and this looks. Why are you complaining? Oh right. Node instruction. Damn, how do I like combine this into one? Fruit. I think one way I can do it is format. We have boom dot boom with comma space left of point and right of point. We format this to a string, which we then say let's load equal, and let this be of type f32 and equal that dot parse. Does this maybe work? It's still gonna complain, so let's copy this. Just put in float. Right now, where is it complaining? Not by 32, it's for f32. And of course, okay, not expect. It's understandable, and could not convert to float, right? And I think semicolon and we need to copy most of this again for that. Boom. And here this needs to be 64. This looks good so far, and right here, which for the reason this has commas, this shouldn't really have commas. It's unneeded, and then token f32. Why this is like value instruction tokens, no type f32. It should just be shift F or and 64, and I think that's it. I guess we need to test it. Okay, so we declare a, we put a constant of 3.14, 3.14, and another constant of 6.9. Let's then just change all of this to floats, f32, and we should get 6.9. No, damn it. Error. Runner. Where am I? I've just parsed it. I have not implemented it completely. Match node value, yep. Float stacks. F32 underscore stack with a vector of float 32s and a 64-bit stack for floats. Stack 4, which will give me even more errors, but at least it tells me what I am missing. And then I guess we just need to copy the, and maybe we can quickly do this with VS Code. If I, no, that's not going to work, but I think will work if you do that. Boom, boom, F. And these F's need to be capital. Right. Next error comes with error is here. Okay, here we need to basically again do a similar thing. Just copy these things and then change the I's to F's. That's not going to be as easy, unfortunately. Or never mind. But it is going to complain because these are meant to be lowercase. Next area is again here, not all things being covered, and hopefully we can just and paste this. Again, we only need to change the, okay, that won't work this time. Okay. F, yeah, it's just F. Good lord. I'm really thinking maybe I should start using like Rust macros and stuff, because this is not really that fun. But at the same time, I'm thinking how many more of these values would I even have? Would it be worth the amount of time spent trying to automate it? Or is just doing this hard labor worth it? Because after floats, I think the only thing left is vector types. But I'm not too sure how I'm going to represent vector types yet. And then let's go here and the last one should be here. But it's just going to be a new vec as well. And now this should hopefully work. 0.9. Yeah. I guess next I was planning to do add instructions, which maybe I should then change the stream title. On Twitch. And boom. So what instructions am I planning to add? I think we would need to have like f32 point add, which would add the first two numbers in the stack and pop its value onto the stack. Although should it consume? I don't know, does normal thingy consume? Not really sure. Since most of this is based off of random, we shall see if wrong thing. WebAssembly consumes it. And we'll just copy based off of that. Numeric. We'll just do like equal. Addition, the add injections are used to add two numbers. 13, but I wonder if how would I create how do I check what's in the stack? I guess let's just do i32 dot add again, which should give like so add does in fact remove from the stack. Let's not question it and just copy that. So subtract f32 dot divide, and for now we'll add these three arithmetic operations. So we need to go to the tokenizer, and this is where I'm really starting to contemplate a bit of a refactor. As I think something like this could fairly somewhat be automated if I change how this tokens work. Like if I have one token struct, like called token, and like it has the name, a string, as well as like text representation, which is also a string, and I have like a bunch of constants of this, because I think then I could like make a macro that's for the most part automates, although we'd still need to check this. Although we could go through an array. like we just make a constant array of these things, but I actually think that would work and would be somewhat efficient. Okay, although there is the fact that some of these things that have their own value. I mean, I could keep these values as hmm, not too sure, not too sure. I don't think, you know what, I think we can do this with a fairly simple refactor. I say this ends up taking forever, and then can we just do a const tokens? In order to represent the value, I can say you don't even need to have name, and then right, and then a token. Right, I think that's, you can then say it's a token. What? And no, this needs to be an array of them. Does an array work? Right, can I then do like how much tokens do we have? So this is 6 like 20. Right. Although I'm kind of not sure how much of this changes. Not for now. I don't think it's worth it. I need to really think what's the best way to do this. I don't know if I'm still not sure if this is it, but I'll give it some thoughts. Anyways, we need to add a new tokens, add sub mul and div. They're going to unused way because here we need to go which I'll just copy here and do some renaming. Nope, wrong one. Yep. Nope. Yeah, we will make that add. Oh no. Rust. It's a bit of a fishy system with how it wants things to be formatted. Right, and mul. Let's just be m and div. Let's just be a d. I think that's good. Syntax tree, we need to add instructions. And for most of these things, I think we just need to keep it the exact same as these instructions. Not much will change. Add div sub div mul nude tape, and runner has an error. Why does runner have an error when in fact parser should have an error? Ah, man. Oh, I think I finally understand what this is for. Okay, so basically what this does is that this function here is meant to parse all instructions within a given function. So we go here, we peek into it, we then check if the peaked value it exists first of all, and it is one of these types, as these are the only types that couldn't be prefixed before an actual instruction, because the actual instructions are, we then do this parse here with the instruction, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, no, never mind, it peaks so it doesn't consume. Never mind that. But then let's go to this parse, as that is where we should be. Parse, okay, we just need to go to this function. And that's one token type. Right. We can go like here. Although, to be quite frank, if there's one thing I think I might do, as it will provide better error, is to kind of group these tokens. So all of these I should be putting under numbers, and this under like punctuation, because it would make stuff such as here, I can then tell there's an error, as all the tokens that fall under instructions will be here, and I won't need to have this panic here, and the compiler will yell at me when I add a new thing. So maybe we should do that if I have enough time after adding these instructions. So we have add node instruction, add node type, which is just node type. Okay, and that's fairly simple instruction. And then nope, this should not be sub. This should be like div or mul. Mul. Funny enough, I think that's it. Runner here. We need to D2, need to. Where's my first error? Alright, instructions. What's the best way of doing this? I do not want to write all this code. I'd rather write it once. So we'll write the node instruction for like add and see from there how we should how we can better do it. And then because then we need to match the node type. It's kind of a shame because like the code is almost going to be identical. Ah, damn. That really sucks. Hmm. Oh no, but it's different code because of so let's say let's LHS equal date. Although I think I can like cheat. Boom 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 boom. Dot B, and hopefully I'm hoping cap no uncap. Come on. No. Is there really no way to uncapitalize something? Ah, man. This would have been the best time to know Vim or something. Ah, man. Shit. Really? Ah, okay. You know what? Try to be smart with it. Kinda failed. Kinda failed. Dot pop. Wait, what? What the hell? We're gonna pop that and then right hand side. We then say result simply gonna equal HS plus, no, it needs to be left hand side RHS, and put this onto the stack. So state dot C underscore stack dot push and then result. This looks about right, but it's gonna start complaining because of all this capital I's. Oh man. Oh, and it's gonna have to unwrap shit. Although I think that should not be that too big of an issue. Let me just fix this. Boom. And boom. Need to go pop. I mean, preferably they should be. Can I do like dot expect? Okay, so you can do dot expect. Stack of. We'll simply say no type. Oh no, you can't just have that in here. So I'm gonna need to like format. Stack of type is no. The thing should be more like error. Error. Tried copying from empty stack. Space and no type. Node type. And result has an issue. Although I suspect results issues because it's not like semicolons. So it's returning the thing. No, that gave me a bigger error. Where is that coming from? Oh, forgot here. Nope, still an error. Expected. Where is this? Oh, I need to return I think I can just do none. Right, at the end of this match, just do like none. That should fix it. And of course, format doesn't work because it's expected, and we need to do basically a reference here as it's just shut up. Reference. And that should work here. Although all of this is just for add, let's now extrapolate this to a function. So process arithmetic, which would take in the reference to state, a mutable reference to state. So state is going to be a mute state as well as no type. type, and I think, right, the instruction. And the type of arithmetics. Okay, so we'll just do a simple enum arithmetic. We'll have add sub and multiply as well as divide, right? And then yeah, operation. Maybe this should be changed to arithmetic op. We can just do this arithmetic op. And yeah, I think that would be it. So looking at this add function, first we match the node type because it has different things. Although I think we should maybe match the arithmetic first. So match operation. We will do the full match arms. Although like the operation for even the operations would be like the same. So first we need to get like the left hand side. LHS and let RHS. So we'll first then match node type. LHS will then equal state dots. The type of stack which we shall get here. The underscore stack dot pop, and then don't expect as it could expect popping from empty during arithmetic operation. I will eventually have to redo the error systems if I've not said that already, as this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. Bam, bam, bam. Oops. Right hand side and yeah, this needs to be. Oh, this ain't gonna work because it wants like the freaking type. Oh man, it needs the type before. Shit. That's not good. That is not good. Although I have an idea. If we make it so that this is of type node value node value, right? Obviously it's gonna complain first because these stacks are wrong. So let's first work on that. Replace that one, and can I? Yes, let's go. I. Things like these are this when I really ask, is it worth following some damn naming convention? However, these things sting. Why? Because they all need semicolon. Yeah, as it I already predict it shall fail because we need to then go. Oh, wait. Oh gosh, no. Oh gosh. D. And node value. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. We'll see. Then if I just do that, move that down, then no. What did I do wrong? See, that should then copy that. No, that's still not working. Why is that not working? Ah, man. There is a way. I know this is definitely possible. I do not need your stinky JVM. I can do this with plain old Visual Studio Code. Trust the process. Right. Yeah. You do that. That. Boom. Okay. And just go to the end of the line. And boom. Right, it's gonna want me to remove the semicolons and add them back. Let's go. Oh man. Okay, okay. Now that was pretty cool, don't you think? That was pretty cool. No need for Vim, NeoVim, Emacs, plain old Visual Studio Code. No need to memorize some weird shortcuts, some weird combinations. I did this the old, good old fashioned way. And then here, right, when you make a result, which would also be of this is where like the thing gets pretty hard because result can change unless I pop like just directly to the stack. But that would depend on no. Ah, how am I gonna put the result for this? I fear I might need to make another match. Although that's still probably shorter than doing it. It's not too bad. Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. in terms of this match, all I need to do is how am I gonna extract the result for this thing? Because I need to like either add, divide, or whatever, depending on what this was passed in. No, sorry, what this was passed in. And then you store that in its own variable. I guess I can make a result. We'll just make this a node value as this already has all the types that I will ever do, and let's do that with result going to equal this is not gonna be fun at all. I cannot think of an elegant way of doing this. Unless I do like some operator overload on specifically this, but Another idea I have is inside, we do everything inside of here because it already has all the information we need, right? And we just run it into another function which has the signature akin to fn. Damn, what do you name this? What do you name this? Perform arithmetics. This thing would it take like in left hand side, which would be of no, I still need to match that. Never mind. Oh. You know what? I'm trying to do this elegantly. I don't think there's a way to do it elegantly. We'll just hard code it. How can we do this? We can go 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, we can just go bam. And then end of this line, we then say that going to equal although this would change depending on the value. I mean, since I'm normally doing this how I initially thought, I think what I can do is just match duration up. Oh, let's just like do in order for that, this would be something along the lines of LHS plus RHS. And LHS. Obviously, this would give us a couple of errors at first, but trust me, Rust Analyzer, I know what I'm doing. I can code. Then go Control C. Do what I was doing before, which we can. In order to get to every part, let's hijack this. Then boom. Oof, 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 oof. Okay. Yeah, that works. And we're back here. So let's just go. Boom. Let's space equal. And then let's just remove the whole node value thing. And go to the end of the line. And yeah, this looks to be good. And you can remove these two variables. When the errors are where. Oh no, okay, we're not completely done. We're not completely done. We can still salvage this. Still be salvaged. But push this value. We will just then hopefully no, not there. And we should I did it. Oh my. This is an elegant way. Okay, sorry, there are some things I need to take care of. But anyways, this does not look elegant. How much lines? This is so much lines. Oh, this is not elegant at all, but it gets the job done. And that is what it's important. So rather, we can simply go process arithmetics, state new type add operation, which is going to be add. Oh, this is meant to give a value? Oh no, never mind. That's what it's asking for. Okay, clone. And it seems about right. And I just need to replace where it goes add with the various things. So this would be sub. This would be mul. And this would be div. Holy shit, I think we're done. Oh man. Oh man. But now I need to test it. We'll test it with floats, whatever. So this would add these two values. Okay, let's actually declare a bit more variables. 32 dot base percentage b. After that, we shall set it. That's percentage b. And so we know that percentage b is add. We will simply then go to add another value to the stack. Let's make these easier things to calculate. Then we will add a value to the stack of this should equal 10. We'll then go like 5.0 for 20. And then go f32 dot get percentage b, we should put that onto the stack. We should then subtract it, right? And then divide won't work because subtracted. So we'll declare another variable, call this one c, that percentage c, we shall set it to right, so this would be 10. We set that to b, so b is equal to 10. We set that to 5. Oh, what order of operations am I doing this in? That's actually very important. Yeah. More curious for like instructions like subtract. Yeah, so how would this would give me 7. Yeah, so that one goes into the, I need to like change some things where it says left hand side and right hand side. I think that's in like process arithmetics. So oh gosh, how am I going to do this? So oh no, I can just, it's not nearly as bad as I'm making it seem. Although, with that being said, this is done in a lot of places, so. And yeah, let's put this below. and that should win work. So this should be 10, this would be 5. We put the 10 onto the stack, we subtract the 5 from the 10, so that should be 15. C should be 15. No, C should be 5. Then we need to divide. So I've yeah, so we need to what do we need to set to the stack? So if this is 5, wait, I'm not actually sure about the subtraction. So B should be 10, and if I'm not mistaken, if we go to the runner, right hand side is the first value and left hand side is the bottom value. So when we sub here, wait, what? Right hand side is the top value. So when we sub here, right hand side would be 5. Then this would be 10. So this is -5. And it's I want to divide by 2. So we can do like const f32 const 2.0, which should give us 2.5. We divide it. And it's on the stack. Then we'll just put oh damn, I don't even have negatives. Oh, that could be very bad. We'll multiply this by like 4. And then we set A, we get A. Hopefully, this should be like negative 2.5 or something. No, it crashed. I panicked here. Where am I popping? Okay. We declare, we add. So this should be one value on the stack. We set that. Oh, I think when I set, we put that 5, we put that on the stack, we subtract it. So that pops, that's essentially like popping 1. Set C to that, this should be 2 values. Divide pops 2 and adds 1. We add another 1. We multiply. And that doesn't really make sense to me. That really kind of doesn't make sense. Can I like debug when it reaches, yeah. And then that is very peculiar. Not run. Damn it, it's trying to debug. I haven't set up a debugger here. I don't know which one's like the best. Native debug. This. That one doesn't exist. That has like that much downloaders. We'll just go with this one. I could not be arsed. But oh man, that sucks. I have no idea where this is. The problem is. Oh no. Maybe I should simplify this. Let's do this should be 10. This should simply give me 10. It's like this gives me 7. Oh no, 7 is correct. So add works. Right. And we know 7 is on the stack right now. So take another constant. We'll add 2.0. Or should it f10s? And then we should do like f32 dot subtract. This should give us 5 if I'm not mistaken. 9. 9? How did this give us 9? What? Oh. Okay. Do not fret. This should be an easy fix. Not fret. This should be a fairly easy fix. Forgot the most important part of the arithmetics. The whole point of this match statement. Okay, and now it should be 5. Yes. Okay. Next we shall... We know that's on the stack. We should maybe set B. Let's also test how these work. The stack is now empty. And we know that's 5. I want to divide something by 5. That's what I'm dividing B const. 10. We'll do 20. Really matter. 20. Then let's put what we have in B back onto the stack. That should be 5. And we should then be able to divide. Yes, 4. Okay. Division is working, and we just need to test multiplication. And then we'll just do f32.const base 10. And f32.mul. Although, wait, I think in terms of 10, maybe let's make this a bit spicier. So the top stack, that was 20. That means that was 5. What's an interesting number we can divide by 5? Let's do 2. Let's just do 2. And we'll at least for now not do that. 0.4, yes. Yes. Okay. That's working. I think before I move on, I should remember to allow for negative numbers. This kind of it gets a bit problematic, I think, at least with the stacks. Floats would be simple. Yeah, I just have it be an integer. And I don't really differentiate between whether it's negative or not. Although I think Rust will automatically do this for me, so we can rely on Rust. We just need to switch all these. No, i32 is already assigned. Oh no, yeah, I should just be able to in terms of parsing, I just need to add a negative value and yeah, not parser, syntax tokens, I mean. Although I need to do some checking. This is gonna be like a punctuation. What should we call neg? We'll just call it neg. or minus. No, I think minus is more suitable to the name of the symbol itself. Or it could be a dash. No, let's call it a dash. Because, yeah, I think that's a dash. Anyways. Inside of symbols, we need to add another one. Yeah. Na, na, na. Oof. Yeah, I think it's as simple as this one. So token dot push token dash constant charge dot next k. Yikes! Do that. And okay, looking at it, we have here syntax tree. I don't think we need to change anything, but we do need to change things into parsing it. So where is most of the parsing done? Where do we parse the numbers? Well, we only see numbers when we're doing the const operation. So where is the const operation? Const. Token const. Yes. Things get getting difficult. We'll create a simple variable called let is underscore negative. By default, let's have it false. And should be inside the integers? No, because we might find a token dash. If that's the case, we can simply say is negative should equal true. True. No. Why are you complaining? Oh, mute. Oh no, it needs to return something as well. Fridge. Damn it. You know what we can do is rather here if I'm not sure if we'll do a match tokens dot peak dot unwrap. Inside of here, if we have a token that is a dash, although this should be in here. This should be in here. Undo a tab here and just like I think this variable we should also keep because it's only for the const. For now at least, dash if tokens like peak is dash, then we need to do a couple of things. First of all, we need to go next tokens dot next. First things first, and then we need to Right, we need to is negative, then equal true. If there's anything else, we shall just ignore for now. Right. And then inside of here, integer, we have this, although it's negative, we need to do a bit of something else. I wonder. We'll have node instruction. No, we need to return node instruction. So here, if is negative, is negative, let's go node instruction const node value say node value and then we go here, we dereference the int is dot, can I like inverse it? Rotate left, no. Neg. Neg. I think that's what. Expected found that. No, that is correct. It should be like that. What I should have done is rather finish what I was doing before I. Oh, I need to do this also for like floats. Oh gosh. Else. Like it does do I do. Performs a unary. Wait a second, you can just do that. This is valid Rust. Oh. I've already done it. And oh, I guess how it works with this is that it's like minusing, it assumes here as 0. I guess that makes sense. But both of these things we also need to do some wonky stuff. Left of point going to be int. What I can do is int is immutable, but make this part right, because everything's like an expression Rust. We can simply do is negative we'll do negative int, else we will simply do int. Right, that needs to be dereferenced. Dereferenced, and I think I might need to do this in order for this one to. And voila! Negative numbers, hopefully. Oh. Okay. We need to test this, so we can simply go. If I add a negative number, we'll just do this. Should be 7.01.01. No, just 1. And that should give me the same result, but negative. No, it did not. Why did that not give me that? If I go like this. No, that did not go as I expected. Yikes. Actually, if I just do this even work? No. Man. Is it just for F32 or is it like, let's simplify. Okay, let's first simplify, get rid of a lot of the clutter. Like, let's get rid of a lot of this clutter, and let's not call main, let's just do I32 dot const -4, and then we'll just do I32 there. -4. Okay, so I32 works. Does float? It's only float that doesn't work. And this should be. Wait, no. So float does work. It's add that does not seem to work. If I do 8, this should return me 4. If I do f32 dot add, does that return me 4? So that returned me 4. What is the problem before then? Oh, it's with the variables, I think. Right, yeah, I think it's with variables. Right. Maybe if I go like f32 dot declare percentage a, you then do f32 dot const -10 -10.0, then f32 dot set percentage a, add f32 dot get percentage a. What? Yeah, no, wait. That's why. So here we get 0.1. How do we get 0.1? I wonder if I'm trying to figure out where exactly this error coming in. 0.1 still, and here it looks like, so it's when I call a function, it doesn't do that correctly, put the correct value on the stack. Now let's just check if it is just with floats or with integers as well. Yeah, so it seems to just be with floats, that it just will not do the correct value on the stack. It appears so. Quite the bizarre predicament. Wait, that just worked. What? That is the only one that doesn't. Hold on a second. Hold on. Space negative 0.5. Yeah, no, it's just zero. When it has a zero, it looks like it's. When it has a zero, it doesn't register. This truly isn't not happening. Why about does this include like well, normal things doesn't really matter? Huh? Because it can still like store negative. Where would this even happen? Damn. Hmm. Huh. I'm genuinely unsure where this could happen. Because if it is negative, which we determine if we pick the next value, it's negative. Okay, let's try debugging. Let's put the cursor. Let's maybe I wonder if it's possible for me to like like here main. Ah, but not start deep. Ah, dude, I wanna shit. Maybe let's restart extension. Please do not fail me now, VS Code. Perhaps now we should be rolling. Yes. No, we've gone too up. Where are we? Where are we? Where actually are we? No. It panicked. Wait, why did it panic? This should be able to run, right? There's an error. What's going on? I'm a bit confused. It's claiming like an error, but VM claims an error here. Oh, ah. Okay, you know what? For now, we will just hard code this right here. Do not feel like messing with the debugger. here we will simply, the path should be things. I have no idea where this is running. Come on. Will this run? No. Okay, yes. Okay. And what is negative is true. So it's not here that it's failing. Right. And then left point is 0. 0. Oh, right. Zeros don't hold their negative value. Damn it. This is a bad way of how I'm doing it. Rather, I should put the negative should be somewhere here. Yeah, I see. This does not completely work. Yeah, nah. I see. That is on me for kinda how I'm processing this. It's fairly bad way, but I am too lazy. So what I'm going to do rather is, if is negative, we shall do. No. What I can do is say something along the lines of, actually, I think what I can do is put the if is negative here. So if is negative, we simply do that, else we shall do this. Yeah, we can then do negative, right? That is in fact valid Rust, and then we can just copy this and paste it here. Fix some formatting issues and put in the right types. Right. And oh, wrong terminal. This should now give us negative 0.5. Let's go fix the error. How much time's left? 15 minutes. What can I even do in like 15 minutes? Are there any easy instructions? Shifting, max, min. I guess absolute and. The instructions point bitwise and. Should we use and? How easy would it be to do and? I think it will not be that bad if I look at Rana. I just need to add an arithmetic operation here. Although then I should probably change the name from let's rather change this to numerical ops. Numeric op. And we can then do other things such as I just need to I still need to do like a lot of although I think like this can be like a macro rules, if I remember how to do macros right. Let's name this match underscore operation. The first pattern should have. To be quite frank, I never remember the syntax for macro rules. Rust macro underscore rules. Yeah, but like, give me more. Syntax. Expression. No, yeah. Here's what I am looking for. So, it's used for expressions. It's used for literal constants. Type. Expressions. No. Variables and function names. Yeah, let's see a complete list. Is it a bad thing that I cannot read this for the life of me? uh Item is just an item. Yeah, what the hell is an item? What's an item is not really sure. I think I could just do type. Yeah, we'll just do type. Will type even allow me? We'll just do ident. I think we'll just do ident. So inside of here, we will have this be. What's the syntax again? Dollar sign. Dollar sign. Type. So we can maybe let's do up type colon expression, and then if I'm not mistaken we just put that there with that. So in terms of this we can copy like this, as I think, although looking at this I think I can copy even more. Yeah, like I'm fairly certain I could like do this, and then whenever we see I32 in specific, we can simply do the macro dollar sign up underscore type. I think this should work. Can't see why it would not. And then match. Then just do I32. Ooh, that does not work as I thought it would. Can I grab this in its like because it runs like the stack, and I'm not sure if I can concatenate stuff like that. Can I do like something like this? Would no, it is not. Man, that is a bit tricky. I don't really want to repeat. Ish. I don't think what I am doing is possible. I mean, that's okay. We can rather, we shall just copy this part then. New push, so like this match statement here. A bit unfortunate that we can't do more, but what can you do? What can you do? Actually, I'm sure there's a way. There's definitely a way, but it's not worth the time investment now. Wait, what? Why can't I separate this into a separate function? I don't know. Right. Do I not even need to do some complex macro stuff? Match operation. Match operation. It's returning. Right. I can just need to remove that and can I find this? Oh, this is not frick, man. Ben. Then why does this not work? Did it create its own scope? Can I not fridge? Do macros create their own scope? What the hell? Shit. This is not good at all. Huh. Because I thought it was just matching to this. Which it should be able to use what's in the scope. But now it's telling me... Can you not like... macro rules. Is what I'm doing just not possible? Macros are in this case. I think let's say the macro system is designed simple. Of course, Rust doesn't do that. That's not safe. God damn it. Ah. This would have been such an elegant solution. But fine. We will do it your way. Rust, we will do it your way. Does it complain about state? Complains about RHS, LHS. Does not complain about state. Fine, Rust. We shall do it your way. You win. Variable name ident. So we need to do operations. Into $sign in front. Ident. comma space $sign LHS. It's gonna be an island. Although I'm pretty sure this should all be suffixed with like $sign. And here we need to give it operation space LHS and RHS. Oh man, I was gonna say like I'm gonna add a new thing, but this alone took far more time than I could have imagined. But that is the cost of using Rust. Safety for the sake of safety, supposedly. And you know what? After this, I'm not sure if I could do the AND operator like I originally wanted to. Unfortunately. Quite a bit fortunate. Although, maybe... How easy would RH... The version. Okay. I think that's it. Next stream, I'll add the and I think I'll probably also tidy up stuff so it isn't such a pain to add operations and stuff. But I think that's it. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you.